You must have seen riders riding their adventure tourers like this, na, by standing over the footpegs and going over bumps, na. So why do we stand up while going over the bumps or while doing off-roading? Should you do it just to look cool in your pictures, or does it actually have some science associated with it? We are going to find it out in this video. By the way, welcome to my channel.
Look how my mind plays.
Little bit of fame, little bit of hate, little bit of change. Watch the craze, keep it sane, don't fade away.
Look how my mind plays.
Now, you must have observed that when you encounter a big pothole on the streets, your instinct either tells you to dodge it somehow, which is rather dangerous as someone or the other may tag you from behind if she is not aware of your sudden movements, and you may end up in a bad situation. The other thing that your instinct makes you do is to get your bum off your seat a bit so that you and your bike can glide over the pothole easily without cracking your nuts. Now, we do it unknowingly most of the times, but today I'm going to tell you the actual physics behind it so that the next time when you suddenly see a big pothole or a bump in front of you, you will intentionally stand up to tackle it with ease. Now, I know these tricks are meant to be used while off-roading, but hey, come on, our Indian roads are no less than a off-road course straight out of the Dakar rally. Big potholes and especially the unmarked speed breakers are the biggest threat for us bikers. Now, these tips and tricks will not only help you while off-roading, it will help you jump speed breakers in case you encounter an unmarked one at night, and it will not let you fly off your bike unlike this gentleman did. See this. So that was the pep talk. Now let's use this grey matter to shatter this matter without any batter. Now when you stand up on the footpeg for the first time, it's gonna feel absolutely weird. Suddenly the handlebar control will feel really low, the foot control will be totally out of your reach, and it will feel as if the slightest of bump will send you right over the bar while standing up. But you know what? Standing on the footpeg will put your weight lower on the footpeg. Even though your center of gravity is little bit higher, you can use your whole body to balance yourself and your bike. Also, your legs acts as suspensions for your back and the rest of your body. Jumps, bumps and whoops are actually doable if you stand up, and automatically puts your body into the athletic or the attack position. Body weight can be shifted while turning, climbing, descending, etc. It acts like a traction control for the bike. If you need grip while turning, you shift your weight forward. And if you need traction, you can put your weight backward and you can quickly switch between these two positions. Your knees can absorb bumps instead of your back or your core. Now, when you stand up and ride while going over bumpy roads, you will eventually find that it kind of provides relief to your shoulder, back and your neck while you're at it. Now, the next segment of the video will show you how to properly stand up on your bike. Now, when standing up, lean forward like your motorcycle is a Segway. I have never been to a Segway though, but it's like bend your knees a little bit, think of the athletic or aggressive or at the ready stance, and stay over the saddle of your seat. Now, I always had a tendency to lean back over bumps and big potholes, and more often than not, the rear suspension would flick up and hit me right in the butt. Now, if that thing hits you too hard, whether you are sitting or standing, it could launch you over your handlebars. Now, when standing up and riding, it shouldn't feel like you're holding on to the bars or pulling back on them. Your hands should be perfectly relaxed on the bars, not holding on them for dear life. If you are feeling it's pulling you or your shoulders are being jerked out of their sockets, then you need to put your weight further forward. You need to put your weight forward, even more forward. Yeah, it sounds so good, but try putting your weight even more forward. Now, shifting and braking and feathering the clutch will all feel really weird when standing up on the bike and riding. So you can actually adjust the positions of the lever according to your riding style or according to your comfort, and practice until it starts to feel natural. Now the next step is to grip the tank with your knees. You can actually steer the bike with your knees. Practice leaning way forward so that it almost starts to feel weird, to a point where you will require no effort to hold the handlebars. When you are very far forward on the bike, you'll get to know about the sweet spot once you start practicing it over and over again. You can use just 2 of your fingers to operate the brake and the clutch levers when standing up. Now practice bouncing on the foot pegs to compress the suspension. This is the key point of standing up, and later can help you go over tough off-road terrains. Another point to be noted is that this trick of standing up on the foot peg works only in dry and rough conditions. But when things get wet, muddy and sticky and your tire loses its grip and traction, this trick doesn't work. At that point of time, the thing that helps you control your bike is counter steering. See in this footage how I am trying to control my bike somehow by counter steering it through the mud. This avoids your front wheel from slipping sideways. Here the treads of my tire got filled with mud, cause of which it lost all its traction and was slipping and sliding around. Now what I did is I shifted my weight a little bit backwards, which helped my rear tire gain some traction, and then I pinned the throttle while counter steering it. Now here's a little disclaimer for you guys. The tips and tricks that I told you in this video is only applicable for the adventure tourers, and it may not work for other feared or bikes with more committed riding ergonomics. You may actually fly over your handlebar if you try these tips and tricks on those sports bikes. So that's all that I had in this video for you guys. I'm planning to make these kind of videos more often so that it can help you stay safe on and off the road and help you up your riding game. Do kick me up in the comment section below and let me know how did you like this one. So this is Infoclone signing off. Until next time. Bhau bhau.